Why failure feels like death to the ego. Here's what most self-help content misses. Failure is not only an external experience, it's an identity experience. That distinction changes everything. When something important fails, your brain immediately begins asking deeper questions. Am I enough? Am I capable? Do I belong? What if I never recover? This is why failure feels disproportionately painful, because humans are not just survival-driven creatures. We are meaning-driven creatures. According to psychologist Viktor Frankl, in Man's Search for Meaning, humans can survive immense suffering if they can create meaning from it. But suffering without meaning, that destroys people psychologically, and failure often creates exactly that emotional void. You stop seeing the event as something that happened, and start seeing it as who you are. This is called identity fusion. The failure becomes me, not I failed, but I am a failure. That single shift quietly ruins millions of lives, because once failure becomes identity, people stop experimenting. They stop trying, stop risking, stop dreaming honestly. They become emotionally defensive, and eventually, they start living beneath their actual potential, just to avoid feeling that pain again. Psychologist Carol Dweck studied this extensively through her research on fixed mindset versus growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset interpret failure as evidence of permanent limitation. People with a growth mindset interpret failure as information. Same event, completely different future. But here's the important nuance most people ignore. Growth mindset is not blind optimism. It's not pretending failure feels good. It's the ability to emotionally survive temporary defeat without permanently collapsing your identity. That's a very different skill, and honestly, this concept took me years to apply properly. I remember a period where I tied almost all my self-worth to achievement. If things were going well, I felt valuable. If I failed, I felt emotionally exposed. And what I eventually realized was terrifying. I wasn't chasing success. I was chasing emotional safety. That changes the entire equation. Because when success becomes emotional validation, failure becomes emotional annihilation. Maybe you've experienced that too. You procrastinate not because you're lazy, but because failing would threaten your identity. You overthink. Delay launching. Avoid difficult conversations. Stay in comfortable situations.